Wow. I knew you was coming back to that statement. Wow. That is so
How
good.
do I treat my favor? Any type of way, and don't cherish my favor. It talks about them you guys as a treasure. I tell girls all the time, understand who the treasure is. All right? It got to be a special person to find. A lot of people want the treasure.
Hold on. And the treasure is not what's between your legs.
Amen.
I just had to say it like
Amen.
that. It's not, and that's
facts.
Yeah, and that's what our young women think. They think if the treasure's between the legs, that's it. He ain't going nowhere. Once he get that, I got him. But that's not the case.
If you got to think about it. If that was the case, everybody has a treasure. You know what I mean? And that's why that keeps him for a while, for a minute. But what happened when now that's all. You got to bring more to the table than that. All right. You want to nurture and build a relationship. Most people, the society today, they don't have a clue how to nurture a relationship.
Give us some details on how to nurture a relationship.
One of the biggest keys to nurturing a relationship is communication.
Oh yes.
and I don't understand how you can nurture a true relationship, but we don't have conversation.
Oh my goodness.
I text you everything. I met you through a text. I met you through Facebook. Social media is the new wave, and this is how we do things this day. Okay, all right, but at the same time, what are you building on? Do you really know that person, or do you know what they want you to see? Because with social media, I can put up there whatever I feel like putting up. I don't show you everything. So my thing is, I ask them, well, when did y'all have this conversation? And they say, well, he texts me and she texts me, and I'm like, but what happened to being right in front of them where I can read their body language to know if you want to know if he's lying? Stand in front of him and make it say it to you, right? You can't tell me you don't have. Everybody has. They call it the women's intuition or a discernment, right? If somebody's shooting you a line, if they stand in front of you, it's hard to hide it. It's hard to hide it. But if I'm just communicating with you over a phone or through social media, I can take it however I want to. I can fix those words up. I can have somebody say, what should I say? Right? I got my boys in here. Look, this girl saying this. What you think I should say to her?
And
right?
and they do.
And they do this because
I used to be that person back in the day.
but with a lot of guys, because they're not in a mindset to even nowhere near come close to nurturing a relationship. So it's a game.
Yep.
It's a game. It is a game for them because we've been taught what makes you a man, how many girls you can get, how many body counts you got, right? Oh, you must be the man if you can do that, right? And I remember having a conversation with some boys, and they were talking about them being players, right? And I said, oh, really? I said, really? I said, that's what you are, right? And they said, yeah. I said, okay. I said, well, tell me this. I said, so all the girls you deal with, they all know about each other, right? And if you got them in the same room, it'll be cool. And they was like, nah, what are you talking about? I said, so you're the biggest liar. You're not a player. You're a liar, right? And that's the thing. You see what I'm saying? And it's about I need to make sure that I'm in a mindset to nurture a relationship. Am I ready for a relationship?
Ooh, speak on that, because a lot of people think that if you like that person, you ready, and they don't understand it takes more to just being a certain age or having your own place or having a job. No doubt. It takes more than that to be ready for a true relationship. And that's the key. You said true relationship, right? Not somewhat of a relationship. And I think so many times people are in somewhat of a relationship, right? A relationship that's why they can say, oh, it can be open. Ooh. Right? Yes. That's somewhat of a relationship, right? Because I can't fulfill you completely. Well, and that's truly what that means. I can't fulfill you completely. So I got to keep it open so the parts that I can't do, somebody else can do. So if I can't fulfill you completely, I shouldn't be there. So let's say that again. The definition of an open relationship is I'm involved with the person but they do not fulfill all of my needs, whether that's emotionally, physically, sexually, whatever. They cannot fulfill all of my needs. Therefore, I got to keep this relationship open so I can get all these other people to come in and fill the void that person that I'm with cannot feel. Ooh, that's good. That's good.
There you go.
That's good.
Explain open any other way. Because what do they go out seeking? What you don't bring to the table. Mm-hmm. But did he give you a chance to bring it to the table? Did he explain that, this is the problem that I'm having. Mm-hmm. This is where I feel this is where to take our relationship to the next level. Mm-hmm. Right? Yes. If they don't do that. Mm-mm.
They don't communicate.
Don't communicate.
They don't tell them, look, this is what I'm about. This is my package deal right here.
That's it.
This is what I want. Financially, this is where I want to be. Career-wise, this is where I want to be, and if we decide to get married, and first off, we're going to wait and have sex after marriage.
Amen to that.
And then this is what I would like to be. This is what I want to try. This is what I want to do. You got to have that open, honest communication with them, because if you don't, you're deceiving them. And then when they walk into this door, and then you start introducing some things that they've never seen before. You've never seen before, may not be comfortable doing. And then that's when if you can't do this, I'm going to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. And
it goes right back to the fact that they don't know each other. Mm-hmm. You don't intimately know each other. And when people say intimately, they think sex. That's not what intimately mean. That mean I know your heart wholeheartedly. You put your heart on the table and showed it to me.
Wow. This show is so good. Listen, next week we're going to continue this topic on marriage and relationship from a male perspective with Tre Cook, and see you next week. Have an awesome work week. Color Outside the Box is a podcast series that focuses on creating a better you. Whether it's advice about family, relationships, raising children in this technological world, marriage, or careers, we seek to find the answers to help you live your best life. So start your Monday morning off right with me, your hostess with the mostest, Princess Miller, on Color Outside the Box right here on iTunes and everywhere podcasts can be heard.